Hello, my fellow healers. My name is Adina, and I'm that healing girl. And in this pick a card reading, we're going to be discussing the energies that the full moon in Leo that's coming up on February 12th. I believe that's a Wednesday. What those energies are going to bring into our lives. And again, as with all of the readings, take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind, trusting that you're exactly where you need to be in this moment. So, with the Leo energy, I'm getting a lot of vibes that it's going to definitely bring in the question of who do you want to be? Who do you want to see when you look in the mirror? Who do you want to show up in the world as? Who do you want to embody? What type of vibe do you want to bring in a room when you step in it? And it's going to bring a very dramatic energy, as Leo always does. But I think the drama is going to be more about self-realization and transformation, and how you can sort of step into a new you, a new person that you want to be. And this could be like a physical transformation as looks. It could be a spiritual transformation. It could be an internal, mental, emotional healing transformation. However that looks to you, even a financial and abundance transformation. So without further ado, we're going to get into the reading. This is pile number 1 with this honey calcite. Pile number 2 with this bumblebee jasper. And then pile number 3 with this golden lepidolite. And then I have this lovely little amethyst piece here just hanging out. So, yes, without further ado, let's get into it and see what comes up for each of the piles. And I'll see you in the reading. Okay, pile number 1 with this lovely honey calcite. Honey calcite is great for when you want to manifest abundance, and it's also really good for confidence, self-esteem. It resonates with the solar plexus chakra, and it's really good for dissolving insecurities and very, very much solar plexus issues. And it can be a very soothing energy as well. So it's not like a frantic solar plexus energy. It's not how would I put this? It's not so bold, it's shocking, but it's definitely going to have a dramatic influence over healing your solar plexus chakra. So if you want to bring in a more doing, more rather than being, that sort of energy, it's great for. So we always go with the tarot cards first. So let's do that. We have 3 oracle cards this time, and as always, I will list the decks that I use in the information. Let's see what comes up. The World. 10 of Swords in reverse. 6 of Cups in reverse. Queen of Wands. Oh, yeah. So the energy that is coming in to me is someone who is or wants to be a very strong networker. So you either are a strong networker or you want to be a strong networker, and you kind of want to be in the circles where it counts. You kind of want to be trending. That's what I'm getting. Some of you are on social media, and you might even be influencers on social media. And you're trying to bring in, like the Queen of Wands. She is very influential. She is a mover and a shaker. She is creative. She knows where all the parties are. Like, she knows what is going to be trending next. Some of you, I'm getting, this is also, you want to know what's trending financially in the stock market. That has been coming up quite a bit lately for me. I don't know why. But if this Queen of Wands energy has to do with the world and trading and the stock market all over the world, rise and fall of different economic dollars and things like that, you want to be on the edge of it. So there's I should say there's three people that might come to this pile. There's people that want to invest, and so they want to be on the leading edge of the financial market. And there's people that want to be on social media, so they want to be on the leading edge of trends. And then there's some people that want to network, or they are already on the leading edge of being in a network. These are the people that are in the community. They're the movers and the shakers. You know, they know the mayors, the governors. You know, they know all of the latest businesses, who to go to. Either you are that person or you want to be that person. That is coming in powerfully strong for me here. And the world energy, it's bringing in this very expansive vibe into the card energy. Yeah, so that is the reason why I feel like a lot of you definitely want to be on social media, but unfortunately some of you are delaying taking action right now because you're frozen by a lot of insecurities and doubts that have been coming up. And the thing is, like, those insecurities, those doubts are always going to be there. I'm getting that this is a good time to go for it. This is a good time to, if you want to be a networker or even like a speaker, a life coach, that type of thing, you want to go for it, but you definitely want to do your research. You know, you want to look into what it takes to get there. And yeah. And with this Six of Cups in reverse, some of you may have been in this industry before, but now you're getting back into it again. The Six of Cups is a card of nostalgia. In reverse, it means that you're trying to essentially change the immediate environment, make new friends, and influence people. At the same time, you can't go back to your old way of doing it, because those trends are out. This is a very Leo energy, but you know, because Leo is very, very about what's trending. So you want to research the market. If you're on the stock market, whether you're on the stock market or whether you are an influencer or whether you are trying to break into a new network, you want to research the market and see who are the movers and shakers in the current industry you're trying to break into now, or in the current scene you're trying to get into now. Like, do a little research, do a little fact finding. Who's the who's who person to go to, and then you can take your strategy from there. That is what I'm getting. Let's see. And this card is from, I think it's called the Brilliance of You, which is a very Leo vibe. Sometimes you will break before you bloom. Break it into bloom. Time, liberation, and understanding. Let's look at this card. It's interesting. It falls right on the honey calcite. With this honey calcite energy too, it's like, what are you waiting for? Like, and this might be, so this energy came up in my last reading in one of the piles. I don't remember which one it was. You have to look back to the last reading. But the energy was the same. What are you waiting for? I think it was Aquarius season. Let me find this card of breaking into bloom. Let's see, it's page 100. Looking for I have used this deck before, but I haven't used it in a while. Let's see what it says. And of course, feel free to screenshot. The rosebud, time, liberation, understanding. My third eye is awakened. My heart is open. Leo rules the heart. So it says temperance. The red rose paid you a visit. She is your ally and comes with a gift of grace and patience. She knows what it's like to think the world is ending and then have it begin again. To feel trapped for the bud, some must break open before it can bloom. It can be painful and seem long, but you must learn this is a path to liberation. This is a card of energy of awakening, self-liberation, and patience. The red rose has mastered those and wants to help you learn as well. It can be a positive omen that there is something you will soon understand, something that has been troubling your mind and heart, something you have been trying to figure out, get past, or comprehend. Notice the hourglass in the artwork. They're on both sides of her, reminding her that time itself is a necessary ingredient in the process of growth and awakening, just as water is. This card can also mean the red rose has a message for you, but you are or have been in a struggle, but need to trust that it will end up leading you to more freedom and magic. The red rose is your friend, and it reassures you. Sometimes you will break before you bloom. You are on the path of setting yourself free from something. This could be within you, your career, creativity, healing, or your dreams. Yeah, I'm just going to hold this up. Specific guided meditations and crystals that will endow you with this energy can assist you in activating your third eye and heart. You will need to set the intention for them to open. Place your hand on your heart through the day and tap on your third eye a few times as if awakening it when meditating. Place one hand on your heart and one finger on the other on your third eye. That might be a good thing to do when meditating with the crystals. Any of the crystals that come up, there's one more crystal to read as well. I think this has to do with that there's a key piece of information that's going to be revealed to you in either Leo season or in this full moon in Leo. Leo season is not here right now. It's going to be here in July, August. So between now and Leo season, and you're going to get hints of it around the full moon in Leo, what it is that you need to understand for you stock market people, what it is that you need to understand for your portfolio, to break into trending new markets, for social media people, what it is, that piece that you need to get to basically recognize the trends as they're coming so that you can more easily go viral for certain things. And for networkers, what it is that you need to know to break into certain circles and insider groups that will give you more networking power, whether that be for your business. But I'm getting that this could even be a combo. Maybe you're a social media person that wants to network, that wants to break into the trends, and also wants to build their financial wealth through the stock market. So there's a lot of information flowing in this reading. Let's see, adventures. This is such a Leo spread. I love it. Full moon in Leo is coming in so strongly. Okay, that there for later. And let's see what the Sacred Destiny card has to say about adventures. Let's see. Lofty waterfall. Symbolically, water relates to emotions. Flowing, moving water is moving and fluid. Emotions, it represents letting go and release. Water represents spirituality, and moving water can represent spiritual rejuvenation, regeneration, and renewal. Water falling from a great height, such as a lofty waterfall, intensifies every meaning of water. The power of the moving water doesn't allow life to be stagnant. It activates new experiences and adventures. Something exciting is around the corner. You are entering a new frontier with expansive energy. Begin to look at the new world in new ways. Something that you thought was mundane or someone who you may have overlooked will open the door to opportunities and a bigger, bolder way of living. Be willing to see the world around you in new ways. Don't be lulled into complacency. This card appears when you're ready to remove your blinders and take action so life doesn't become stagnant and lackluster. It can signify also an incredible spiritual attachment and spiritual voyages. And then blessings is the next card. So I think that one of the keys is you're going to have to get comfortable with constant moving and constant change and constantly changing information. If you're the kind of person that likes to kind of stick with one thing that, you trust and go with it, then where you're trying to go may not be for you at this time, because yeah, if you are trying to be on the leading edge of something, it's going to constantly call for you to have your head on a swivel. And that's going to take energy. So, yeah, so you're going to have to be ready for adventure, ready for this new information that comes with this breaking into bloom card. But I'm getting that if you do follow this, even though it'll be a wild, fun ride and there'll never be a dull moment, it will bring a huge amount of blessings into your life. Let's see, pink tourmaline, emotional healing, compassion, and calmness. The heart chakra, element earth. It's a variant of pink. Pink tourmaline is a variant of tourmaline with hues ranging from pale pink to hot pink. It says it even today continues to be a symbol of love and kindness. Its influence extends beyond romantic connections to nurturing friendships, family bonds, self-confidence. And self-compassion. Beyond its loving energy, pink tourmaline serves as a soothing influence on emotions during times of distress. It proves to be an ideal companion for those dealing with daily bouts of anxiety, offering a calming presence and support. When to use it during times of emotional turmoil, meditation and self-reflection as a thoughtful gift. Where to put it beside your meditation space and bedside table. Special care to protect it from temperature changes to maintain its vibrant pink hue. The affirmation is, I am deeply loved by those who matter in my life. So a lot of you are going through a heart chakra awakening with this pink tourmaline, and for a lot of you, this changes are going to induce a little bit of anxiety, and this is anxiety is in response to growth and transformation. Don't fear it, but do take some time to de-stress and sort of meditate with some crystals. And also you're going to go through a heart chakra opening and awakening, pile number 1. That's another vibe that I'm getting from this pile as well. Yeah, so it sounds like an adventure. It sounds so exciting. I do hope that you take the plunge, the leap of faith, and embark into it if you're able. But yeah, that is the reading that I have for you today, pile number 1. It's an amazing reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If this reading resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and comment below. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Okay, pile number 2 with this fun little Bumblebee, Jasper. Okay, let's see what we have for you with your tarot. Let's put the oracle cards to the side. Okay. Queen of Swords. 5 of Cups in reverse. Oh yeah. 3 of Wands. 9 of Swords. You are moving out of a time of extreme emotional distress. Pile number 2. Some of this with this 9 of Swords is kind of like you're like a prisoner of your own thoughts. It's almost like your thoughts torment you. You might be, what do they call that? I'm trying to remember what the name of that is. It's like a condition where you have recurring negative thoughts that keep cycling and cycling. Yes, anxiety is one term for it, especially general anxiety disorders. Some of you might have that, but some of you might also have recurring negative thoughts, and it's like almost like you can't stop this cycle. With this full moon in Leo energy, you will be stepping out of this energy. You would be initiating your Queen of Swords energy, and you will be cutting the drama out of your life. Some of this drama with 5 of Swords is constant conflict from people, situations, or things that are not good for you and that have been like holding you back. Yeah. And with this 3 of Wands in reverse, you're going to be doing a lot of this work internally. It's not going to, so this is a lot of internalized work. It's not something that you can like I feel like you might be a goal-oriented person, like you might be a doer or like a type A personality. This is not something you can like, a goal you can get to or a thing you can do. This is like feelings and emotions you have to work through. It takes time, it's not easy. And a lot of this work, when you do this work, and what people call the work, it means you sit down, you go to therapy if that's what's needed, you read the books that you need to read, you make the life changes that you need to make within your habits, within your emotional well-being. You do the self-care. If you are burnt out, and a lot of you are really burnt out, you literally pull back from the constant rat cycle of doing, getting the image of a hamster on a wheel almost. And it's really just, it's tearing you up. That's all I have to say, is it's tearing you up. You might even not sleep well. You might have insomnia, nightmares. Your general anxiety disorder might keep you up at night. There's a lot of deep repressed issues that you have to work through with this energy. And it's almost like with this card, like this person is in a fetal position. You might have feel like people and life have just kicked you when you're down. That is what I'm getting from that image, and from the vibe of that card. Life has been a bit of a struggle, but because it is well, that is an understatement. It's been a lot of a struggle for you. And because this is 5 of Cups, yeah, you don't want to cut off whatever this is. You don't want to, even though you know you could step out of this energy, you're having a really hard time doing it. This lingering sort of, I don't know how to put it. It's like a pull, it's like a hold, whatever the situation, the emotions, the person, there's this pull or hold. A lot of you with this Queen of Swords energy, you might need to explore cutting cords, breaking karmic contracts, cleansing your aura. Like a salt bath might be very, very beneficial for you. A sea salt bath, sound healing, Reiki, selenite crystals. This is the vibe that I'm getting. Black tourmaline, obsidian. Break away. Make a clean break too. But you're pulling back. You're not being decisive. Use the full moon in Leo energy. Is telling you to get a little selfish and to just make a break with whatever this toxic energy is. It could be a habit, it could be but I'm really getting it's probably like emotions. It might be people, but I'm getting that it's emotions. It's an emotional struggle within you. Some of you might have to go to therapy in addition. And I think for a lot of this for you is partial therapy, and also partially your energy body has been just run down and you need a glow up on your energy body, which means you do need to do the salt cleanses. You do need to stick by the selenite crystals and meditate with them and ask your higher self and the crystals, what can I do? What needs to come? What needs to go next? Some of you, this is destructive habits, but I'm still getting this strong emotional connection. Something traumatic might have happened in your past, and you're having a very hard time letting it go. And it's causing whatever this deep-seated emotional energy is. You probably know what it is. And it's causing a lot of turmoil in your life, in your emotional body, in your energy body. And you need to let it go. Let's see. The fairy, darling, don't you remember you are a bad ass? Keep winging it. The fairy, blessings flow magical energy. This is a reminder from your guides and your spirit guides and your angels and all of the wonderful beings that are on the other side, your ancestors, gods, goddesses, whatever you believe in. This is a reminder from spirit that you do have what it takes to get through this. That this is just one time. You've been through a lot of bad times before. And what you're trying to do now is like the mother of all that, just breaking all of that off and letting it go so that you can step into a brighter future. Yeah, let's see what the fairy card has to say. Page 106. It turned right to it because it's for you. This message is for you, pile number 2. The fairy, blessings, the Midas touch, flow, magical energy. That Midas touch is that Leo vibe, yes. Everything I touch turns to gold. My energy attracts magic. This is what you want to bring in. Divine blessings, fairy dust, flow state, magic. Special powers. While frolicking in the forest and flying amid the mushrooms, a fairy has appeared to you. A most positive omen, as they only reveal themselves to a rare kind of person. A person who has magical energy, or who will soon be sprinkled and blessed with some. One who is gifted in magic mushrooms that hold the special powers from deep within the forest. Who receives luck and returns home with it. Fairies live with the effortless energy and personify the raw beauty of nature. They are nature's spirit and the human form manifested into one. An ultimate masterpiece. They are the tricksters of the forest, as they can vanish at will and are of a fickle nature. You don't want to mess with them. Cut down their trees or destroy their homes. And folklore said you have paid the penalty. That many have paid the penalty for doing so. Drawing the fairy card is a positive omen that blessings are near. Trust that you are wildly magical and capable of doing whatever your soul is calling you to do. You are being endowed with special powers and the Midas touch. Everything you touch will turn to gold. A period of grace, flow, magic, and opportunity is here or soon will be. I think it soon will be, once you cut away the detritus that does not serve you. This card can be a reminder to trust your divine instincts more, to stop thinking and try to plan so much. Doing so consumes precious energy. Overanalyzing and simply end up wasting time. Keep winging it as the fairy does. Let loose and act freely. You have been given grace this time. Yes, close your eyes and visualize you in a forest. The fairy you have seen is sprinkling you with enchanted dust and endows you with power, a magic touch, and a state of flow. Embody the energy of the fairy, practice becoming more lighthearted and carefree, and trust that the universe has your back. You are the energy of beauty itself, which magnetizes blessings to you. A lot of you are empaths, and so you're picking up a lot of junk, and you need to let go of it. Some of this is yours, and some of this is others, and you need to call back your energy. I just got that vibe too, and that message from the spirit. And you will definitely, once this period of darkness is over, flowing into Leo season, from now until Leo season, starting with this Leo full moon, you will definitely, I feel like this is your time. Yeah. And it's been years, maybe like 5-10 years that you've been struggling with this. But I think that this is the time when everything is lining up for you to release. Yeah, release and let go. Abundance. Yes. Yes, I think this is your year. This is 2025 is your year, despite whatever might be happening around you. Abundance. Wildflowers are not intentionally planted. They are untamed, natural, and free. Their fragrance calls bees to pollinate them, so seeds are created to continue the cycle of life. These kind of natural flowers don't try to be profuse and beautiful. They just are, without struggle or worry. They are abundant without effort. Prosperity is their birthright. And the grand profusion of a field of untamed flowers reminds you that a windfall is coming. It is simply a matter of aligning your vibration and frequency with that which you desire to manifest. I'm just screenshotting that for you, or holding that up for you to screenshot. And yes, once you get past this dark time, I feel like there's going to be so much abundance. Some of you might be coming into financial abundance as well, but I think it's going to be a variety of different things, not just financial abundance, like relational abundance, emotional abundance, love. Yeah, I'm getting that vibe for you. Let's see. This is a leopard skin Jasper. Talk about cat energy, that big cat Leo energy. Leopard skin jasper is a fascinating stone adorned with unique spots, reminiscent of a leopard's coat. It is highly valued for its protective abilities or qualities and has the ability to instill confidence and grounding energy. In ancient times, it was considered a talisman to ward off negative energies. Today, leopard skin jasper is known as a stone of inner strength, promoting self-assurance and providing a solid foundation. It acts as a shield against negativity, fostering a deep sense of stability and confidence. When to use it: during challenging situations or when you need a confidence boost. Where to put it: in your car, to promote grounded and stable energy during your travels. Yes. It says, I believe in my decisions and trust the path I'm on. Believe in your decisions, trust the path you are on. Pile number 2, you are about to go into. Let's put this over here so you can see. You are about to go into a time of abundance, and you just have to get through this dark night of the soul first. But yes, once you do, it'll be like you're shining a crystal and or metal that was tarnished, and you'll start to sparkle and gleam. That is the message I have for you, pile number 2. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Please like, subscribe, and comment below if this resonated with you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, pile number 3 with this lovely golden lepidolite. Very, very radiant but yet calming energy from this lepidolite crystal. And I hope that you, if you're following the channel and you're reading the readings as they come out, I hope you are looking in the info box under more in this, because I do have listings of all the crystals and all the cards that I use, and links to what they mean. So, yeah, and sometimes songs, music that inspires me, or whatever sounds happen to be playing in the background, and as I'm giving my reading. So, please feel free to explore that. This card actually has 2 crystals. They popped out. Let's see what your tarot has to say. Pile number 3. Page of Wands. Tower. Ace of Cups. I believe this is a card unique to this deck, and we'll look at it. I'm going to have to look up that card. But I feel like it represents, it resonates with this tower energy. You have some new relationships, opportunities coming in, new ideas, thoughts, new creative projects and things that are coming in, but there's going to be a tower moment that happens around the full moon, and it's going to be to open up the way for you, though. Whatever this tower moment is, it might feel bad in the moment, but it is going to be like a way opener for you. Let me look up what this card is, because I honestly have never pulled that one before, and I'm like, wow, how amazing is that? Let me see if I can find it. But yeah, I feel like, yeah, some of you are looking for love as well. You might meet somebody new around Valentine's Day, especially with this Page of Wands within the next month or so. Wands can often mean months, and I feel like it might mean between this month and next month. So Valentine's Day, because it falls around that full moon in Leo, and that full moon in Leo is going to have you on display in a very favorable way. I feel like it's going to It's going to definitely bring in like a lot of a lot of fun energy, a lot of cool energy. There might be a new person that comes in. Some of you, it might come in after, with this Tower card, it might even come in after a breakup of a relationship of some kind. And this person comes in. But definitely have fun. But, rebounds do exist. I wanted to put that out there. So, not that they're a bad thing. No judgment. It's just that, realize that it might not be permanent. It might just be a fun thing in the moment. Let's see what this Wu Wei. To act in accordance with destiny, nothing is simpler, nothing is harder. When we exert all our strength and effort, do we achieve the most? When we demand that our views are correct, how many do we convince? It's a victory that is... Sorry, I'm trying to pronounce that word. Pyrrhic, or merely one step towards ultimate loss. Picture the stream. It flows across the land, adapting to the contours in harmony with the rocks and valleys, and slowly and gently, with an almost invisible display of force, the land erodes and submits to the way of the stream. Learn to allow, do by not doing, adapt. Take the shape of the circumstances you inhabit, and then from within gently do just enough so that your influence may turn the tide. Thus do we begin the story. Do we begin a story with a legacy in its heart? Huh. And this is a card exclusive to this deck. This is reminding me of, I'm a massage therapist by trade, and I do something called Jinshin acupressure. And there's a concept in there called the Wei Wu. And the Wei Wu Wei is not too much, not too little. Right? When you're pressing on the pressure point, you're exerting just enough pressure, not too much, not too little. I'm getting two things from this message. That if this new relationship opportunity comes in, don't try too hard. Just be you. Just don't try to impress. Don't try to do too much. Just do just enough that is adequate, but no more. Yeah. Because you are special all on your own. You don't need to prove that to anybody. And the second thing I'm getting is that if this tower moment happens, be gracious and just let what comes in come in, and what goes out go out. I'm trying to remember who said this, but I think it might be Rumi. And I might be misquoting, but if I can find it, I'll put the link to it below. But he's like, welcome all guests into the house, meaning your emotions, right? And that those guests might come in and knock everything, being your inner emotions and your inner being, and knock everything to the side and trash the house, but greet those emotions with the same gentleness that you would greet a favorable emotion, essentially. So greet a negative emotion or feeling with the same neutrality as a positive emotion. Just observe it. This is a very meditative way of looking at life. It's almost stoic, to be honest. So yes, when this tower moment comes in, because the tower moment is a trump card, it's definitely going to come in. It's not like a scary thing at all. It's not trying, be scared, there's a tower moment coming in. It just means something that is going to change your life and maybe be disruptive come in, and you get to decide how you respond to that. Do you panic, or do you just go with the flow and say, okay, that happened. Now what do I need to do to solve the problem? And yeah, for some, I think this might be a relationship that was already ready to go, just crumbling finally. And you might find that as it does, either a new opportunity or a new relationship pops up, and you're like, what? Where did this come from? I'm not ready for it. Don't force yourself to be ready for it. Go with the flow. Just do you. Don't try too hard. If you want to hang out with that person and have fun, do it. If you don't, then you don't. Oh, look at this, the alchemist. Oh no, I don't break that easy, not anymore. Instead, I use things as fuel. This card is relationship to this. Whatever happens, it's saying it's not bothering me. And whatever. If they demonetize it, they do. I'm like, whatever. This card is giving a middle finger to whatever is happening. It's like, ask me if I care. Like, I'm about to live my life right now, and the Tower Woman can come and go, and guess who will still be here? Me, chilling in this bathtub, reading my book. It's my middle finger in there. That's literally the vibe I'm getting. I don't know, that's some of you. That is some of you in this that are in this reading, watching this right now. And I'm honestly here for it. Let's see, the Alchemist. Oh, I'm trying to find the Alchemist. Oh, here we go. 131. We are not going to read the whole thing. I think it might be long. Empowerment, pain, sorceress, heart. Yes, again, that Leo healing the heart. I like the spark of power and strength within my heart. The hero's path, the gaining of strength, the path of empowerment, heartbreak, challenges, trauma, being underestimated. Failure, why should we let these things keep us down instead of seeking to use them as opportunities to overcome? To make ourselves proud, to strengthen our minds, to become a higher human and learn from them. This is a path of the hero. Instead of letting darkness win, choose the hero chooses to pursue the ultimate alchemy, turning pain into power. Not everyone is capable of this level of sorcery. For some, pain is very great and penetrates the darkness to the core of their being. Only soul and stubborn persistence can undo a curse like that, but the power does indeed exist within all of us. The hero can still grieve, fall into darkness, give up, fall again, lose hope, seek help, or honor their natural emotions. The difference is they don't stay there in that darkness. Why would they? What would come out of it? What good would that do the hero or anyone else? So they keep trying, they persist. They light up the darkness within their heart again, even if little by little, bit by bit. With the magic of faith and sometimes the aid of others, they choose to fight on the light of the world, on for the light of the world, refusing to let the dark side win and become more powerful. This is how we change the world. Healing ourselves heals others, which heals the soul of the world. At the end of the day, find meaning in what happens and have a purpose is unbelievably empowering. This is what fuels our power. This is a love spell that we cast upon our own hearts. It is healing. There is a big difference between having self-compassion and endlessly feeling sorry for ourselves. Falling into the bottomless pit of victimhood is to become a soul that is lost in the place where no light can reach, no tree can grow. Cast a spell of empowerment upon your own heart and the heart of another. Close your eyes, place your hands on your heart, take a deep breath, and set the intention that a blessing of light and faith and strength will prevail from a place of power, optimism, and love for yourself and the other person you have in mind. Cast a spell on someone who is struggling to use some empowerment. Light activates more light. Wow. Whoever this is, you definitely are wanting the energy of this golden lepidolite, because that is the energy. It's peace and power at the same time. You don't break that easily. Some of you might resonate with pile number 2. Let's see. Stand still. What is stand still? Let me look that up. This has become a long reading today. Swamplands. A swamp is a low-lying area with woody plants, shrubs, and trees where water collects and saturates the ground. During rainy season, swamplands become overwhelmed with water. The edge of the swamp is often a quagmire of mud and silt, but an abundance of plants and swamp insects dwell there. Because of the sticky nature of the mud, it is often impossible to walk through swamplands. Even trying to maneuver with a boat can be difficult and treacherous because of dense vegetation. However, there's great value in swampland. They act as a natural flood control, as runoff can temporarily be stored in their basins. They keep the land around them from washing away. Lush vegetations provide a haven for nesting birds and wildfowl, as well as habitat for mammals such as beaver. It says, The sacred landscape wants you to know if it feels some areas of your life has slowed down or even come to a standstill, you are right. Something is not progressing, even if it seems that things are flowing. Look beneath the surface. Perhaps something is immovable. The first step is to become unstuck, to acknowledge where you are. The soul loves the truth. In life, you can either say there are no weeds, or you can notice the weeds and begin pulling them out. Notice what isn't working in your life and take slow, steady steps to unblock the barrier. In nature, when one is being sucked into mud, the worst thing to do is struggle. The best thing to do is slowly and carefully, one step at a time, extricate yourself. Yes. For some of you, when this tower moment comes, you're going to have to be slow and methodical about this thing. You're going to have to realize, hey, oh man, this is a crappy situation. Now what do I do about it? And then slowly but surely do, because you don't break that easily anymore. You've already been through a lot of things, and now you are a pro at pulling yourself out. And you will again, and this time, when you do, you will step into a new chapter. Cheryl White, unconditional love, healing, and romance. Yes, this is definitely probably a relationship that might be crumbling and not working anymore. Because Cheryl White, it says, known as the stone of unconditional love, it inspires us to express love more freely in all aspects of our lives. It aids in releasing toxic relationships, making space for healthier, more empowering connections. That's what's happening. Yeah. With the romantic energy, Sharite works hard to help us find our happily ever after. When to use it for open communications and relationships, when healing from heartbreak and manifesting love. Put it as a central stone in a healing grid. Sharite. And the other one, black tourmaline. Yes, we've already explained. Black tourmaline is a protective stone. It says it goes beyond its protective role. It serves as a symbol of self-confidence and inner power, capable of transforming anxious thoughts into self-assurance. Yes. When to use it? When attending crowded events or visiting unfamiliar places and facing negative interactions. Place it at the main entrance of your home as a protection barrier. That is something that some of you need to do. That came up. Some of you, this person might not be there anymore. You might have or you might end up dumping them, and then you might want to put some black tourmaline on your door so they don't bother or harass you. I'm getting that vibe from this person that might be very toxic. And so the situation probably is better off crumbling. That is the truth of the matter, the hard cold truth of the matter. So pile number 3, this is your reading. You do have some work to do, but at the end of it, there is a new chapter. There's possibly new romance and a new enterprise and or idea or creativity coming to you. So if this reading resonated with you, please like and subscribe below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.